gonna continue from last time. Remember, we did like horizontal and vertical alignment, also the surface from the beginning. So in this tutorial, we're gonna be creating like an assembly and also a corridor based on the data that we have from the previous tutorial. Okay, so first things first is we create an assembly and then we create the corridor based on that. So we're gonna go under assembly and then we're just gonna name it, let's say VDC, and say okay. So I'm gonna place the insertion point there, and then if I select it, this is gonna pop up. We're gonna go to tool palette and then we're gonna work with the basics. So basic lane, I'm gonna place it right there and then another one on the side. So the camber is there, and then we're gonna place the basic curb and gutter right there, and then after this we're gonna place a side shoulder instead, and then this shoulder we're gonna select it, go to sub-assembly properties, parameters, we're gonna increase it and make it 1.5 the width, and then while it's still selected I'm gonna go to mirror and then select the side, and then it's gonna be mirrored to the side. And then after this, I'm gonna go with the basic side slope cut ditch, place it right there, and also right there. Perfect. So I'm gonna escape. So after this, we have our horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, assembly, and then now it's time to create our corridor. So we're gonna create our corridor. I'm gonna name it VDC again. And then it's gonna allow us to create an alignment, to place an alignment. So I'm gonna place my alignment, and then automatically it's gonna create place my vertical alignment for the profile, and then the only thing left is to place our assembly, and then this is gonna be automatically selected, set baseline and region parameters. So the target surface, I'm gonna make it existing surface, and then I'm gonna say okay. So it's gonna bring you to this dialog. So essentially, yeah, it's based on your baselines and your regions. So it's very interesting. So when I was at work, I was doing like a concrete structure uh, for a dam project. So what that concrete structure consisted of different profiles. So I had to create like multiple profiles using sub-assembly composer and then load it in, and then I had to split like the alignment into different regions so that those profiles can be based on those different regions. So in order for you to do that, you just right click on your region and say split region, and then it's going to allow you to separate your alignment based on different changes. And then once you press enter, it's going to place multiple regions, and you can assign different assemblies based on those different regions. So it's very much an interesting thing, and I will cover it on the upcoming tutorials and show you guys how you can do that. So, but in this instance, we only have a single assembly, or rather a cross section that is consistent throughout the entire alignment. So I'm just gonna say apply and say rebuild corridor and say okay. And then it's gonna build your corridor like this. Okay, so if I check object viewer, this is essentially how it looks. So as you can see, it's created uh, your earthworks right there. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna deal with like the earthworks when it comes to this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to sample lines and then select my horizontal alignment, and then I'm just gonna name my sample line group VDC and say okay. And then after this, I'm gonna go to this option, sample line creation methods, and then I'm gonna say by a range of stations. So I want it at a 20-meter increment, and I'm gonna say okay, and then press enter, and then it's gonna create your sample lines like this. All right. So after this, we're gonna go to, let's see, I'm gonna right click on my corridor and say properties, and then when I go to surface, I'm gonna create the corridor surface. So the overhang correction, I'm gonna name it the top link, and then the code, I'm gonna leave it as top, and then I'm gonna add it like this. So I'm gonna go to boundaries again, right click and say corridor extends as outer boundary, apply, and then rebuild the corridor and say okay, perfect. Okay, so after this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to analyze, and I'm gonna say compute material. Actually, let's go to alignment, and then sample line groups. Let's drop that down, right click and say properties. So under sample line groups, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to sections, and as you can see, we have the existing service, and then we have also the VDC, and you can just say add more samples and check whether that you have added your top link, basically your design surface. So I'm gonna select this one, let me add it, and the display, I'm gonna make it finish ground and say okay, apply, and then say okay. So I'm gonna say apply and then say okay. So I'm gonna go back under analyze compute materials, and then make sure it's selected your alignment and also your sample line groups. So we're gonna deal with the cut and fill in this instance, and then for the EG existing ground, I'm gonna select existing surface, and then for the datum, I'm gonna select the one that I have loaded in, so it's this one, and then I'm gonna say okay. And then this is going to allow us to generate the total volumes with regards to the cut and fill. So you're going to go to total volume table, and then make sure it's cut and fill. The alignment is selected, sample line groups, perfect. And then material list is fine. And then you're going to say okay. And then you're going to place it right there. And then it's going to generate, um, your cut and fill volumes. So what I've noticed is for the cut is at 0. So we're gonna need to modify that. So if I go to, let's say, sample lines, groups, properties, and I'm gonna go to, is it? Yeah, material list. So let's see what we have. First, I'm gonna change the display to fill, okay, and then this one to cut and say okay. Okay, so let's see, for existing ground, it's gonna be set below, VDC is gonna be set above, existing ground below, and then this above. So I'm gonna say apply and then okay, and let's see what happens. So the cut volumes have been generated. I hope you saw what I did. Go to your properties, and then you're gonna go under material list, and then for the fill and cut, the design uh, link, which is the one we have loaded in, basically the data. We're gonna set it to above, and then the existing surface you're gonna set it to below and below for both the cut and fill, and then you're gonna say apply and then okay. So after this, you're gonna go to home and say section views. We're gonna create multiple section views, and the make sure the correct alignment is selected and the symbol line groups is selected. So I'm gonna name this the section view name VDC, and then say next, and then I'm just gonna leave everything as it is. Next, 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 and say create section views, and then I'm gonna place it right there. So it's gonna create your section views, and then this is essentially how it looks. So as you can see, we have the cut, and obviously right there we have the fill. So in terms of the fill, it's not showing the hatches. So let's see what we have. Fill display. So it's green. Okay, so something's wrong. Let's right click properties, and then for the fill, let's see what we have. Oh, so sorry about that. So if you go to your properties and then set your VDC to your datum to below and then the existing service to above, then it's gonna apply that field. Sorry about that. And you're gonna say okay. And as you can see, we have the fill. The fill is there, the hatch is there, and then the cut is there. And then in terms of your materials for cut, they are generated, and also your fill, they are also um, generated. Okay, so as you can see, the red is the cut, and the green is the fill. So basically, we have created our corridor surface. So what we can do is we can what is it? We can combine this entire surface by going to right click and say create surface, and then I'm just gonna name this final, and then change it to thin volume surface, and then the base surface you're gonna feed it towards the existing surface, and then the comparison surface is gonna be the datum one, and say okay, and then you're gonna say okay, and then it's gonna create your final design surface. So if I select this, right click and go to object viewer, let's see how it looks. So this is essentially how it looks. Okay, so I think what we also can do is we can go to VDC properties, and then if I go to the surfaces, I'm gonna add another one and set this one to bottom. Let's set this one to the datum, and then I'm gonna add it towards the datum, say apply, rebuild corridor, and then say okay. Okay, so if I select this and then let's scroll on the 3D. So this is what we have. Okay, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will definitely catch you on the next tutorial. Okay, something happened there. And yeah, I hope you guys have learned something from this, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.